Alright, we're back in the cab, and as you saw, need to grab a different range. 9th gear. 10th. And as you saw in front of the building, I can't stand these little ridges, so it must be backdragged or I can't live with myself. And we'll get to the rest of the driveway. But this land plane may be, to date, it's the best piece of equipment I've ever bought. How I can grade things out and crown the road if I want to is pretty much the mission. The equipment does it so much, not me. I do have to have a bit of a plan when I do this. My goal this afternoon, and it's weird, when we're coming uphill here and then we hit a flat spot, then we actually rise back up again. So it's just the way. This was an old cow pasture actually, so it is what it is. It's a little wet, especially on this edge still. Built this little equipment area. It was an old mulch bed that had evergreens and spruces in it, and they've all either died or blown over since the 1990s. The original owner. This was our farm at one point, and this was sold off in an 80-acre subdivision, and this was about 22 acres of the east side of this former, it would have been farm field on the other side of the fence from us. And no clutch, by the way, going up. I don't think I've used the clutch. I can't remember, even when it was new, not very often. But that's in range C, I can get away with that. If I downshift, I put the reverser in neutral. But that looks nicer. Not much I can do with ag tires. This stuff's still a little soft since we just moved it around, but not too bad. Alright. I'm going to put you on a tripod, and I'm going to start from the bottom of the hill and go around in a loop on the driveway and move that stuff to the center. So I'll be back. backtrack this driveway and entrance. Just gonna drive over these couple of clumps I got. Oh, I do gotta fix the entrance a little bit. I'm gonna do that with the 1023. The neighbors, well, maybe I can get most of it with this tractor. We have a little debris out in the street, but I'll come out with a shovel. Get that. Actually, I want to pull this out to the street. We're going to put the blinkers on, hazard lights. Actually pull this out. Can't turn too sharp, four-wheel drives on. Oh, I got way too much right there. That's okay. I'll get that with the other tractor. But overall, let's see how it does in the rain we get in the next couple of days. Well, maybe I'm going to get it with this tractor. Let's find out. But this wasn't really hard work with the rippers on it. This, I think it's a Frontier, I don't know if it's a 12 or I forget the series number on it, 12 or 13. It's an 8-footer. It's 1,110 pounds without the 6 ripper shanks. Those got to be 10 pounds a piece, so 1170, and I usually have a quick hitch versus the pads, lower length hitches that I use with that rear blade because it's not quick hitch compatible. And it is hot in this cab. I think it's barely 40 degrees outside, but it's like an oven, even though there's tinted windows in here. These cabs are just like an oven. And I could turn on some air conditioning. Then you'd have to listen to the fan run. Alright, I think 2 more pulls of this and I'll go clean up the street. Maybe you got time to finish. That was a terrible shift in the middle of the hill, which I normally don't do there. Forget I'm 6 foot wide, so I have a foot of that grader hanging off to each side, and I turn that corner kind of tight near that fence post. Not what I would have wanted to hit after even making a bad shift. it could be argued I actually do more grading in reverse than I do going forward. It's normally just to clean it up the way I want it to look. Infloat again, bucket's flat. Wet edge here. Well, I can turn the hazards off without that. Had people pass by and go, "What are you doing? Put them down the dirt." I always think that's funny. If you wondered, the driveway is 4 feet to my right. Some material, but the neighbor is going to edge his yard, so we don't want to make a mess of the new stone, dirt, and grass. I don't know if you saw his golf green. We'll go take a look at it real quick. That was quite the process of them building that. Some up here I'm going to make. Yeah, maybe one more pole before we turn. There it is. Your backyard putting green. There's a hole in every corner on that one. Believe it or not, there is upkeep with that. It needs rolled constantly. Probably couldn't see it with the camera. All the staples that are holding that carpet, well actually I think it's under the carpet that are holding, there's another layer underneath the carpet that holds all the different base layers they put in there, and it is a heavy lawn roller by hand every day. That is odd to me. That has to be done like that. I don't remember that being done on the artificial turf football fields, the older kind. It was carpet, not the new turf they have these days. Talking back in the 80s and early 90s, that turf. Played in the original Metrodome turf twice. That was fastest, but the hardest surface I ever played on. I liked it. It landed wrong. It did hurt a lot. And most of the professional guys hated it. I played there a couple college games. But it was definitely very, very hard surface, but speedy. Basketball shoes only. Although I had some short cleats. Alright, we're going to call it on this. I got to go clean up by the road. It's kind of a long one. I don't know where we're at, but a little bit of road grading. If I can do it tomorrow, if the sun is going to be in the afternoon, I may or may not be able to film that very well because the sun will be shining. I never get a good video over there. But that's it for this one. See you later.